on a topic that is very close to home for all Jamaicans, because that dream to have a piece of the rock that you can call home and call your own is a national desire. The security that comes from home ownership is unparalleled. And this pillar is really about turning the dream of owning a home into reality for thousands of families across the country. So to speak to this, we are joined by someone who understands the importance of land and housing as not just something for the privileged few, but as a right for all. He has been a strong advocate for the fairness of land distribution and for housing policies that give ordinary Jamaicans the chance to own and build. Please welcome, ladies and gentlemen, the Member of Parliament for Southwest Clarendon, Lothan Cousins.
My fellow Jamaicans, comrades all, members of the diplomatic corps, and party leader, Mark Jefferson Golding, next Prime Minister of Jamaica. And with the announcement of the general elections, which is due, I think it's September 3rd, we are no longer an opposition party. We are a government in waiting. We are also not a party of hype. We are a party of substance. And the substance is clearly outlined in the manifesto that is presented today. What we are presenting are workable solutions that is going to impact thousands of lives over the next 5 years. Hope is a bridge between today and tomorrow. Land and housing represents that bridge. It represents that hope. Thousands of Jamaicans over centuries have been disenfranchised. A system was created to deliberately deprive thousands of Jamaicans of land ownership. Our founding father, the Right Excellent Norman Washington Manley, recognized that. He championed the cause. And with this current PNP administration that is incoming, led by Mark Jefferson Golding, we are going to finally have the issue of landlessness and the lack of land ownership finally put to rest. When I closed my presentation in Parliament, I closed with the words of Norman Manley, and I'll begin there. Land represents justice. Housing represents dignity. Together, they provide housing, shelter, they provide food. It is the core of who we are as a people. And it is fitting that when we say Jamaica love, everybody knows Jamaica love land, and Jamaicans love land. There is no secret there. 700,000 Jamaicans are currently living in squatter settlements on Crown lands. We intend, as a government, to settle that issue once and for all. And when they say we do not have any policies, even those on the other side know exactly the plans that we have for land. They know it. They have listened to it. They have been repeating it, and they know that we can do it and that we will do it. We will reduce the number of years for those who are living on squatter land from 60 to 25 years. That is for those living on crown lands. The law originated in England. England has reduced that to 10 years. It therefore makes no sense as a country for us to have that law which was in place that was designed to deliberately keep land ownership away from our people in place in the next PNP administration. We will ensure that as soon as practicably possible, the legislation will come to Parliament and that law will be amended forthwith. We all have sat down as a people and we have seen what has happened with the National Housing Trust. It is a crying shame. But we are not here to complain. We are here to provide solutions. And that is what this manifesto is about. So we are going to immediately end the extraction of the $11 billion every single year from the National Housing Trust. We are going to restore the National Housing Trust to its core mandate. All of you in Jamaica and across the world would have heard about our Rent to Own initiative. It is a bold, forward-thinking initiative that will allow thousands of Jamaicans who cannot afford a home to start out by renting that home, and after 6 months, after you have demonstrated that you're able to cover the rental expenses, that will be converted to a mortgage, and you will now be paying a mortgage monthly and be owning that piece of land that you're on. For the young home owners, we have said it before, every single year we are going to make $1 billion available so that you can get not a loan, a $500,000 grant for those who are up to 45 years of age. That will help you to cover the expenses to purchase a property. It is tried, it is settled that we have been advocating these policies. And we need to remind the Jamaican people that is us, this government in waiting, that is going to implement these policies and create a better life for all Jamaicans. You know, it is this government who some time ago, a few years ago, when civil servants used to benefit from a special arrangement at the NHT, where they pay a reduced amount for the mortgage every month, that took that right away from the police officers, the teachers, the nurses, and all civil servants. We are going to restore that arrangement. That 3% you're paying now on your mortgage is going to go back to 1% as it was when the PNP was in power. These civil servants go out every day. They sacrifice their lives for us. It is only right that we do what is right and ensure that they can own a piece of this rock. This PNP government in waiting is going to provide also special arrangements for persons with disabilities. So the same arrangement as it relates to the civil servants will also apply for those persons who have disabilities, so they can benefit from a reduced mortgage payment and they'll be able to also own a home. We will grant public sector workers a 3-month grace period so that when you have purchased that home, you will have to wait 3 months before you pay your first mortgage payment. That will give you the opportunity to do your little modifications to the house, make the house as comfortable as possible. Because we intend to construct 50,000 starter homes in the next 5 years. And with these starter homes, you will need the extra cash. So, we believe that housing is a right as a party. We are committed to the cause. You have a decision to make on the 3rd of September. Take a look at the manifesto. Listen to the policies and the plans of the People's National Party. The decision is clear. Time come. Time come for a better Jamaica. And time has come for the People's National Party to be restored to its rightful place as the governing party for Jamaica. The word is love.
Jamaica. I entered politics at a time when women were few in the arena. We faced significant opposition, but we did not retreat. Today, 22 PNP women are stepping forward. They are lawyers, they are teachers, entrepreneurs, leaders. They have worked in their communities. They have stood in courtrooms. They have built businesses, mentored youth, and raised families. 22 PNP women united, unshaken, unafraid. Jamaica, time come.
Twenty-two of our candidates are women candidates heading into the next general election. I am sure the president of the women's movement, Mrs. Patricia Duncan Sutherland, is happy with those statistics, yes? And of course, it could not be possible without resolve and support at the leadership level of the party. And so, of course, credit must go to our president of the PNP and the Prime Minister in waiting, Mr. Mark Golding, and of course, our General Secretary, Dr. Dayton Campbell. So we're moving into our final panel and conversation this evening, and we're looking at what it takes when we talk about love, what it takes to create a society that is safe, secure, and sustainable.